Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected calls to resign after police recommended he be charged for corruption. Authorities say there's enough evidence to indict Netanyahu for bribery, fraud and breach of trust in two separate cases. The allegations include accepting gifts and making deals in return for political favours. The Prime Minister says his governing coalition is stable, that he's not going anywhere, that he'll continue through until the end of his term in 2019. Raoul Wootliff is a political correspondent for the Times of Israel. Raoul joins us now from Israel. Raoul, just quickly, for the benefit of the viewer, just two of the allegations against Benjamin Netanyahu: that he asked the publisher of an Israeli newspaper for positive coverage in exchange for help in reining in a rival publication, that he helped a Hollywood mogul, film producer, secure an American visa, and also tried to have a law installed in Israel which would have benefited that Hollywood producer, the law being that if you're an Israeli citizen and come back to live in Israel, you don't have to pay taxes for 10 years. Two of the allegations. What do you make of them?
Well, it's certainly been a dramatic day in Israel, continuing from last night after the police made those recommendations for indictments. Over the past 24 hours, we've discovered that the allegations are much more serious than what many previously expected during the year-long investigations. As you said correctly, a revelation that was made last night was that one of the potential quid pro quo deals that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made with some potential billionaire benefactors who gave him gifts was to push for a law that would have benefited them with certain tax evasion exemptions. And there are a number of other initiatives that Benjamin Netanyahu appears to have pushed for, some that were successful, some that were not, that would have benefited financially some of the people that gave him gifts over many years.
How is his coalition looking? Of course, his political opponents have said he should step down. That's obvious. All political opponents want to take advantage of any sort of weakness. But is this going to affect his ability to govern?
Well, at the moment, it seems like his coalition is stable. All of his coalition partners have announced that they will stay with him. In Israel, only the Attorney General can officially indict the Prime Minister, and the case has now been turned over to the Attorney General's office. And all of his coalition partners have said that we will wait until the decision by the Attorney General. We'll have to see in the coming days whether opinion polls will start to swing against Benjamin Netanyahu. If that's the case, then it's possible that some of his coalition partners will see that that he's potentially bringing them down, also in opinion polls, and may turn away from him. At the moment, it seems like that's unlikely, and we'll have to wait a number of months until that decision by the Attorney General. That's
very interesting, Raoul. Are you saying that if he does eventually go, it would be because he's pushed? Is he the kind of man who is so proud of being the face, really, of Israeli politics all over the world that he would never leave willingly, even if public opinion were against him?
Well, certainly we've seen over the past year that Benjamin Netanyahu has been willing to accuse the legal system, the police, the media of subverting him in what he's described as a witch hunt. He's done that in order to spin the situation, so it seems, in his favour. So it seems that the police are attacking him unnecessarily. It seems like we're set for more of the same. In his speech last night, many people suggested it was similar to a speech by President Donald Trump. He accused many people, but refused to take any responsibility for some of these accusations. And it seems like that's the line of argument that he's going to go down. You're correct in saying that it seems the only way he's going to go is by being pushed out. We'll have to wait and see what those what the decision is by the Attorney General. In the months that come, it will be very interesting to see how his coalition partners and the public continue to react to these new revelations.
Raoul, we really appreciate you joining us on TRT World. Raoul Wootliff speaking to us from Israel.